In the middle of the world's busiest city, between black sedans and silent commuters, something strange began to appear. Not a protest, not a parade, not a film shoot, but tourists dressed as Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach were racing through Tokyo traffic in go-karts. They were not in a theme park. They were not on a closed course. They were driving past office towers in Shimbashi, weaving through traffic near Tokyo Tower, pulling up next to taxis at red lights. At first, it seemed harmless, playful, even charming. Videos exploded across YouTube, Instagram filled with helmet cam footage. Influencers called it the most fun you can have in Japan. But beneath the viral clips and neon costumes, something else was happening. Because this is a country built on order, on restraint, on deep respect for public space and for those around you. The spectacle felt uncomfortable. Then Japan's most powerful entertainment company stepped in and changed everything. Nintendo, the creator of Mario, filed a lawsuit. It was not just against a small business, it was against an idea. The idea that Tokyo's streets could become a theme park. The case would reshape the entire experience. Costumes would disappear. The name would change. The company would never look the same again. This story is not really about go-karts. It is about cultural friction. It is about tourism colliding with tradition. It is about who owns public space in a city like Tokyo. It reveals something much deeper about why Tokyo feels so different from the rest of the world. In most cities, loud wins. In Tokyo, quiet does. When tourists dressed as video game characters began racing through the capital of Japan, it forced a question. Where does play end and disruption begin? This is the story of how one of Tokyo's most viral tourist attractions nearly disappeared, and what it reveals about modern-day Japan. Welcome to Ura Japan. The business began in the mid-2010s. Tokyo was already one of the most photographed cities on Earth. Think Shibuya Crossing, neon in Shinjuku, anime culture, arcades, and viral restaurants. The idea was simple. What if tourists could drive small, street-legal go-karts through the city itself? Not on a track, on real roads. Japan's road laws allowed small engine carts under certain classifications, so a company launched guided tours through central Tokyo. The twist was that customers could rent costumes resembling famous video game characters. Because Mario Kart was one of Japan's most iconic exports, the imagery was irresistible. A line of tourists dressed as Mario characters driving past Tokyo Tower was pure algorithm fuel. Within months, the video spread globally. Travel bloggers featured it, influencers promoted it, bachelor parties booked it, honeymooners filmed it. It became one of Tokyo's most recognizable tourist spectacles. But what looks fun in a 30-second clip feels different at street level. To understand the tension, you have to understand Tokyo. Traffic in Tokyo is orderly. Drivers rarely honk. Pedestrians move in coordinated silence. Public conduct is subdued. In Japan, public space is a shared responsibility. Now imagine a group of foreigners in bright costumes, waving at pedestrians, filming loudly, racing in low-profile vehicles between taxis. It was not illegal, but it was disruptive. To many locals, it felt out of sync with the city's rhythm. It turned everyday commuting into performance. And while tourists laughed and filmed, Japanese commuters simply watched, often expressionless. This was not outrage, it was discomfort. In Japan, discomfort does not explode publicly. It accumulates, quietly. Eventually, attention reached Nintendo. The company behind Mario is famously protective of its intellectual property. Seeing unofficial businesses monetizing characters resembling Mario, Luigi, and others was unacceptable. In 2017, Nintendo filed a lawsuit. The claim named trademark infringement, unauthorized costume use, and brand damage. The court ruled in Nintendo's favor. The kart company had to stop using character costumes, pay damages, rebrand entirely. The original branding, often called Mario Kart, disappeared. The company changed its name to Street Kart. Costumes resembling Nintendo characters vanished. The viral aesthetic that made the experience explode online was gone, but the tours continued. Today, the experience still exists. Tourists can still drive go-karts through one of the world's greatest cities, but no Mario, no Luigi, no Peach. Instead, generic costumes or simple outfits are offered. The magic, at least the visual fantasy, is reduced. And something interesting happened. Without the characters, the spectacle felt less theatrical, less parody, more transportation oddity. Some critics argue this was necessary. Others say it removed the charm. But what remains is something more revealing. The experience survived, but it adapted. That's Japan. Preserve order. Modify the edges. Avoid chaos. The controversy exposed something deeper. What is Tokyo for? Is it a city for residents? A playground for tourists? A backdrop for Instagram? Or something more restrained like it used to be? Japan's tourism boom in the 2010s created friction in many places. Kyoto residents complained about overcrowding. Shrines saw disrespectful behavior. Quiet neighborhoods became content farms. The kart controversy was just one visible symbol, but it represented a broader tension. When global tourism meets local culture, who adjusts? In some countries, tourism dominates. In Japan, the adjustment often happens quietly but firmly. The lawsuit wasn't loud, it was precise. Trademark protection, court ruling, rebrand, no protest, no viral backlash, just a measured correction. In many Western cities, a spectacle like this would be embraced. Street performance, public costumes, noise. In Tokyo, the baseline is restraint. Even Halloween in Shibuya, once chaotic, has seen government crackdowns in recent years. The philosophy is consistent. Public space is not a stage, it is shared infrastructure. And when something shifts that balance, even if playful, it creates unease. That's why this story matters. It reveals Tokyo's invisible rule. Order is prioritized over spectacle. If you visit Tokyo today, you can still book a street kart experience. Is it dangerous? No, it's regulated. Is it disrespectful? That depends on conduct. Is it uniquely Tokyo? Absolutely. But it's important to understand the context. You're not entering a theme park, you're entering someone else's city. The deeper layer of travel isn't just doing the activity, it's understanding the system around it. The Mario Kart controversy wasn't just about costumes. It was about friction between global tourism and local philosophy. It was about intellectual property in a country that protects craft fiercely. And it was about public order in a city that moves with quiet precision. Tokyo doesn't reject fun, it rejects imbalance. And when the balance shifts, it corrects calmly. That's why Tokyo feels different. Not because it lacks chaos, but because it manages it differently. In Tokyo, even play must bow to the rhythm of the city. If you are interested in experiencing Japan beyond surface level attractions, viral clips, and headline experiences, we documented the deeper layer, the hidden must-see places in Ura, Japan, the quiet guide, rare restaurants, preserved family establishments, cultural systems that most visitors never notice. The link is in the description for those who want to travel with more awareness. If you want to make sure you experience Japan with intention and visit the places that truly matter, we offer custom Japan itineraries and private travel calls tailored to your pace and interests. For those seeking deeper access and meaningful connections, details are linked below.